I lost my best friend, and I said hello to the love of my life. I lost the spark that I had in my 20s, and I said hello to a more thoughtful me. I lost hope in the world, and I said hello to all the spirits around me I never saw before. We become lonely when we accept the loss and stop saying hello. Hello, my name's Lane, and this is Connection Lane. Why are we all so lonely? The evolution of human culture is one that's based on survival. Duh. We don't want to die. Throughout most of the timeline, people have bonded over that survival. Now that survival is gone. Throughout most of human history, people are hunting for food. They are drinking water from their own land, and they're living in structures that they had some part in building. This is why survival video games are so alluring. It's human nature to want to provide for yourself. It makes you feel happy, accomplished, and more importantly, it makes you rely on others. That community. That's where culture, innovation, religion are all constructed. With all of that gone, we're left alone. Our phones, they keep us barely holding on. Because just think, if everyone's phones exploded, we'd all be itching for the next cultural event. We'd be looking to get communal again. We're used to our lives because our phones can maintain us that way. But it's not real. Our community, our culture, was packaged into a small device and sold back to us. And we bought it up, all of us. Perhaps this is just a consequence of technological evolution because inevitably we're going to have to release technology into the public that we don't really understand what the effect's going to be 10, 20 years down the line. We've had these phones for 10, 20 years, and look where it's gotten us. We don't see this because no one thinks they're an alcoholic if everyone's drinking all day. If everyone has their phone constantly by their side and everyone freaks out when they lose their phone for more than 1 second, we're all going to think that phones are just a part of being human, but they're not. They're just a part of what we become. So what's the illusion of connection here? As an editor, I see the raw footage to all the people that you look up to. I've learned how superficial this has become and the impact it has on people. We aspire to be content creators, Twitch streamers, and universally loved by thousands of people that are going to go watch us as soon as we go live. Why? Because the affection and adoration of 1,000 people online equates to roughly one person actually caring about you in real life. Before I met my cosmic lover, I was at the whims of everyone's opinion. If everyone didn't like me, no one liked me. When you understand yourself enough to fall in love, you understand that everyone can f*** off. Not 1,000 online people, 1,000,000 online people. Love is real. I don't have to prove anything from the second I open my eyes. Now compare this to all the content creators and streamers that I've worked with. Out of the 50 or so clients I've had that have big followings, most of them, not all of them, most of them have to generate fake reactions of joy. They talk about their viewers as a means to an end. They are constantly fighting for the most shallow form of attention. They are rewarded and praised for being the best at fighting for shallow forms of attention. It gets them 1,000 people. It gets them 1,000,000 people to follow them online, but it gives them 0 people that actually give a about them. And they wake up every morning needing to prove something to these millions of people because if they're not there, those millions of people go somewhere else. It's all buttons on a screen. So they abuse the money and the power that comes with the attention, and they forget about whatever it is they were actually trying to accomplish because they don't actually feel anything. So it's just a business now. A lot of these people aren't happy. Don't crave a plastic meal. Real love goes to bed with you at night. It understands when you make mistakes and it celebrates your successes with you. Real love does not want to tear you down, nor does it want to build you up any more than what you already are, because you are enough as it is. A huge issue is our values. We value and envy an outcome that produces nothing real. So what do you want? Really, what do you want? If you want happiness and connection, stop seeking happiness and connection. Start acting in a way that manifests that into your life. For example, if you want to be happy, you have to confront all of the challenges in your life that make you unhappy. If you want connection, you need to spend more time in silence. I know it seems backwards, but the pursuit of happiness leads to unhappiness, and the pursuit of unhappiness leads to happiness. So now we know why we're alone. We know how to fix the values. Now, how do we build the communities? Once people start valuing something that's real, they start to understand the importance of humility. Communities are not perfect. They are real. In order to be a part of a community, you need to understand what's real and not expect what's perfect. Our digital lives have super curated your interests to the point that no one will ever be that similar to you. To be in a community and find connection, you need to be willing to accept the things that make people different from you. You need to celebrate those differences. We are all capable of ideas and innovation, and when you stop talking to people merely because they're different, it shuts off that avenue. You start to form this elitist mindset about your interests, when in reality, you're no more important than the people around you. So if you treat everyone around you with low importance, you have low importance. If you treat everyone around you with high importance, you have high importance. Culture and community is a blending of ideas. It's not a clone war. So finally, we start to understand we need to take ourselves less seriously. Just look at what the internet's turned into. Once this wild west of artists and innovation and new ideas, now it's become this hyper-controlled highway with a negative atmosphere and like 4 places to go. Communities can become this. When we open ourselves up to new processes, we open ourselves up to vulnerabilities. And then we get hurt once and we go, I should have never left my cave. But remember what I said. We only become lonely when we accept the loss and we stop saying hello. Hello. Or rather, goodbye. I'm Lane, and I want more people to awaken. Our current timeline is not good. This is why my physical self is here, to bring up discussions on this channel and start a community that can actually inspire change, explore new avenues of thought, and not feel so afraid. Impending doom, cultural death, all these things just scare us. So let's connect. Let's fear less so that we can have better tomorrows. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, no one's struggle is more difficult. No one's problems are more unsolvable. Define yourself alone so that you can understand what it means to have connection.